Greetings, welcome to Introduction to Communication, Fall 2020. This is COM101, Section 81245. I am Dr. Rob Conrad Lozon, but please just call me Rob. So my office is here. I won't be there during this semester. My phone is here, and I can't really get live phone calls, but if you leave me a voicemail, it does forward to my email, if that works for you, but I have to respond back via email. So if you do that, you should probably leave your email address so I can respond to you that way. These are my office hours. They're going to be in the same place that we hold class, in my meeting room on WebEx. I'll share more of that information with you. But this is an online class, so you don't have to worry about that. But you can meet me during these hours, and it's super simple. Just click the link that I provide for you, and you can join me here. There's my email address. This is an online class, which means it is asynchronous, so you don't have to log on for any specific sessions. This is a survey of the field of communication within various context: interpersonal, group, organizational, mass media, intercultural, international, etc., etc. Attention is given to understanding how communication is a fundamental life process in which individual creates and shapes communicative situations. So there's a learning outcome identifying communication and how it affects different facets of our life, describing different types of human communication, explaining how, when, why human beings develop tools necessary for communication. The methods of destruction, not destruction, wow, what a wonderful Freudian slip. Methods of destruction. I guess we could view it that way as well. But there's recitation, kind of like lectures, but I do ask questions. I do want you to answer things. The discussions are kind of geared towards that. I've been trying over the past 2 semesters, since we've been all online for quarantine, for the pandemic and whatnot. I've been trying to make online instruction maybe a little bit more engaging, so it's not a snooze fest, or it's maybe a little bit more intellectually stimulating. So there's discussion board activities, there's presentations, group presentation, and assignments. So the required textbook has changed from previous classes, which means that you get a cheaper book this time around. That was one of the things that the department was looking for. So my colleagues and myself were trying to find a book that was affordable for everybody. I think I looked at the rental somewhere, and it was relatively reasonable. I can't remember the price off the top of my head, but it was like ballparks, fields, yards. Looking for the appropriate metaphor. It was like substantially better price than any other textbook, and it is from Oxford University Press. So maybe because it's a university press and not like McGraw-Hill, it's much cheaper. It doesn't mean the content is worse. Like, the content's fantastic. It's essentially the same content, written a little bit differently. I like the style maybe a little bit more. So hopefully you enjoy it. As you will see, and I'll mention this a couple of places here, some of the content on my end might refer to chapters from the old book. Don't let that alarm you. It's just didn't make sense to redo something that was done well, in my estimation, already. So that's kind of the deal behind that. I do have to develop about 50% new content for this course than I did for the summer course, and that stuff will get populated in the discussion forum as we go on. Evaluation and grading: you'll be evaluated on your participation or your the activities that you do. Negative participation will not be tolerated. There's assignments, presentations. It says an outcome assessment, a final examination. The outcomes assessment is going to be a final project this semester. So just keep that in mind. The examination you're going to do is not quite an examination, but more of a final project. Here's the breakdown of the scores. It looks like a lot because it is a lot, and there's a rhyme and a reason for it. I don't think that all your eggs should be in one basket. I don't think it's fair to make one project worth 30-40% of your grade, and then that project determines whether you pass or fail. So you have activities, which is the majority of your grade, and then the final project. So if you bomb both, like if you don't come to class and you don't do the final project, you're not going to do well in this class. But these other ones are supposed to bolster your grade, supposed to help you out. So we have the group-led discussions, which is a little group project that is kind of standing in lieu of another group project that we have done in the past, which I wasn't very impressed with over the past couple semesters. So I've kind of changed things up a little bit. There's a cultural immersion project. I'll explain more of that as we go on. Research design project, a meme assignment, cultivation project, and a non-digital experience. I'll have guidelines for all of these, and we'll go into them more in depth. Here's the breakdown of the grade, standard kind of stuff. Here's the schedule. So this is a little bit different than other schedules that I've done in the past. Oh, can you guys hear me? Did I totally mess up? I've been speaking to the computer. Hopefully it recorded me. I don't know what I would do any otherwise. So let me see if I can do this. Hopefully it just picked up in the middle. I just turned my headphones on, realizing that maybe I wasn't using them properly. So this is the week of. Okay, that's the week that all this stuff needs to be done in. These are the activities you can expect to take a look at. This is kind of going to guide you to the kinds of documents and videos you should be watching that are not associated with the discussion board. So there's going to be videos and stuff associated with these, but there's going to be, other stuff that I would like you to check out. So like this week, review the syllabus and discussion board. So like this is the syllabus review thing. These are the readings, chapters 1. This is the discussion board activities. So you got 2 discussion board posts you got to do this week. And as you see, there's no assignments due for the first week. You don't really have your first assignment due until this. But just so you know, these discussion board things are all kind of public assignments. All things that you just do on there. Again, you have readings basically every week. With the exception of Thanksgiving and December 7th. So you'll be reading a little bit every week. I try to do 1 chapter a week. Reading definitely makes the course go by better. So keep that in mind. And not every week is like heavy discussion. So you see like week 2, 1 optional discussion actually. There's an extra credit one. And then you have like chapter 9 here, deep listening here, and then you got 2 here, you got 2 here, and then some weeks it looks like it's a little heavy. Like so November 30th you got like 3 things, right? But they're not, when it says non-digital experience project discussion, that's you discussing some of the work that you've done. So it's not new stuff, it's like stuff that you've done already. But I try to keep it, no more than 2. The final November 30th group of discussions is a little bit heavier, so keep that in mind. So that's it. That's the syllabus. There's some stuff down here, college-wide policies, and then you're done. Hopefully my audio is there. I look forward to the semester.